Hi, this is Nix, and I am here with the beautiful Denise Boutté. How are you doing today?
What an introduction. I like that. Oh, she's so sweet. Thank you.
So how are you doing?
I'm doing really well. Kind of running on fumes right now because we've been up for quite some time and lost 3 hours, and I think I had maybe 2 hours of sleep, but it's all good.
Okay.
Other than that, hey, you know what? Life is for the living.
There you go.
As
There
Mary
you go.
Mary says, get up.
See,
So I'm up
there you go.
until my head hits the pillow.
And then it's over.
I will be out. So, yeah. But no, it's been awesome. I wish that it was a little drier outside because Raleigh, I heard, is a really beautiful place. So,
It is.
yeah.
It really
With
is.
all the humidity, you can't really see it all, but it's been nice. Yeah.
Good.
So far, so good. No complaints.
So tell me about your character in the movie Sister's Keeper.
Diane Shaw, she's pretty much a small town girl. She's a teacher. She kind of thought that her life was going to go in a totally different direction, and I think basically life happened, and she ended up taking care of her grandmother. She ends up having a somewhat abusive husband and has kind of settled in life, so she's become complacent, thinks that's all there is to it, but then she starts to seek out her long lost brother. And so then that's where the tale ensues and all the craziness starts and all the twists and turns begin. So, yeah.
So what attracted you to the movie?
You know what? It was simple. I'm, from a very small town in Louisiana, and so when I saw it, I was like, it was something that I could, really and truly identify with, because at one time before I decided to pursue acting, it was kind of like, okay, well, this is it. I've worked so hard, I've gone to school, I've done the right thing, but it's just like there really wasn't real fulfillment there, and after this business acting kind of happened to me, I didn't seek it, but, one thing after another happened. It opened my eyes to, where's the challenge, where's the passion, and so that's when I started, following, I guess you call it my destiny, taking a leap of faith. And, it just kind of identified with her, a very small town girl who just became complacent and just was settling, settling for a husband, settling for a life, and just accepting it. So, yeah. In fact, and I say this all the time, this is like my little testament to Gary, Lisa, and Kent, in that, when they saw me at that time, I had nothing on my resume. All these amazing things that have been happening recently, if they were just the regular Hollywood businessmen, they would have been like, this girl doesn't have enough credits or enough pull in order to bring in an audience. So, we're going to go with the next best thing. And there were girls in there that were very recognizable, but they gave me a chance. And to give me a chance to do a part as a leading lady was just huge. It was a huge investment, and I guess you'd call it gamble on their part, but they gave me an opportunity and saw something there. So I'm very, very thankful and appreciative to him.
I mean, then look at you now. I mean, you're on a hit show, Meet the Browns. You were in Why'd I Get Married? I mean, you're just like steadily climbing. We're seeing you everywhere. So what do you have next?
It's a blessing. Well, thanks to everybody looking at me, the Browns, thank you so much for the support. The numbers were through the roof. So TBS has committed to 70 additional episodes.
Oh, great.
So I'm so excited. So hence the reason why I'm going back to Atlanta. So we're going to start shooting sometime mid to late April.
Okay.
And we're going to start up and running sometime around June. So, yeah, some more Meet the Browns to come. So, yeah, I'm really excited. And the writers, they've been kind of picking our brains as to where we see our characters going. So I see a lot of great stuff coming down the pike. So I'm kind of like the drama, though. Dave and Tamela, they got the comedy on lock. And it's just like, oh, God, when you see us, it's just like, Tyler loves to marry, high comedy with, serious drama. And so we bring the pain. You know what I'm saying? If there's a moral or something to be heard or learned, that's, usually coming for our characters. But it's great. It's an amazing experience. It's like a family. It really is like a family atmosphere.
Yeah, and you get to kiss a beautiful man. Oh, my goodness.
Oh, my God. You know what? Let me tell you something. I got cussed out for Trina. And now I'm playing a nice, decent, wholesome woman that's trying to do the right thing. And I'm getting cussed out for that, too, because they're like, you talking to my man. You kissing on my man. I'm like, gosh, man, I can't get a break. I'm like, when are people going to give me a break, So I don't know. I'm just going to have to just grin and bear it and move on.
Yeah, because I know it's so hard to kiss on him and stuff. And
I mean, he's such an awesome person, though. Oh, my God. Lamont is just the coolest. In fact, he's here.
Yes, he is.
Oh, you know already?
Yeah.
Oh, you've already staked out the place?
Oh, I already know him. We'll have that conversation later.
Been there, done that, whatever.
Girl, that's a whole other
No,
conversation.
he's just an awesome, genuine, cool person. You know what I'm saying? No better person to just kind of work it out with, because we shoot real fast. So you really got to, hit it and, make a statement with that and, to work with him, and bounce ideas off of him. And then, again, David and Tamela have been doing this for years with stage,
Right.
And they've crafted and perfected these characters. And so it's somewhat in amazement that you look back and you're like, oh my gosh. I mean, just Dave comes up with things that are so off the cuff and that work. You know what I'm saying? He's just like embodied this character for so long that he's genius. He really and truly is. And it takes a lot of skill to pull off something like that.
So are you interested in doing any directing or any writing?
Very interesting you asked that. I actually, one of the best pieces of advice that I got when I went to Hollywood, I've only been there a little over 4 years now, is that especially, well, I guess any gender, but as a woman, you have to figure out where it is that you fit behind the scenes, if at all necessary. And being that I come from, a communications background, I was like, I'm not a writer per se, but I do have ideas. So let me start putting those ideas on paper. And lo and behold, it's been a passion project since I went to LA, and I worked on it, in my spare time. And in the beginning, of course, I had a lot of spare time. So I had a little, chance to perfect it, but it's a cop drama with a twist is what I call it. Okay. And it is something it's like my baby, and a cousin of mine from Houston, Frank, he is the person who this whole thing is based off of. And I just don't know the day or the hour, but I know it's going to happen. Okay. Have some really talented people that help me, nail out a script, a great team, and we're going to sell this puppy. Okay. Don't know when.
Hey, you never know.
But it will happen. But it's an amazing, amazing, group of stories, and something that, believe it or not, is very original. So,
great.
Yeah.
I love seeing Mind of a Genius Woman. I love that.
Thank you. Well, you got, again, you have to create your own opportunities, and so, of course, you write in your own characters. I was like, I have quite a few options in this one. Hot dog. I can cast myself.
Hey,
so,
I like that.
exactly, but it's a passion project, something I really believe in, so I'm really excited about that. So,
yeah. We can't wait to see you do more things.
Thank you. Thank you so much. Yeah, I from one day to the next, you have no idea where, life is going to take you. But thank God it has been upward bound since I made the decision to step out on faith. So it's been awesome.
Amen.
Awesome ride.
All right. Well, thank you so much for spending a few minutes with us.
Thank you so much for having me. I really appreciate
No
it.
problem.
And she has on my favorite color, I told her. I love cranberry.
Me too. There you go. Aren't we precious?
How you doing? We did this on purpose.
Okay. You all stay tuned because there's so much more to see.